It is part 2 for the big busy day today. We are going to be working on wiring head and taillights as the paint dries here, and also mount the sound pipe finally. So let's go ahead and get started. So here's the idea. We're going to have a 12 volt LED headlamp here in the front, maybe just mounted right about right here. I have this little rocker switch to enable disable our lighting system. I'm probably going to, not sure where I'm going to mount it just yet. Maybe right here, or maybe right there. There actually looks good, but it's a really tight squeeze. And also I got to figure out, I got to worry if I have enough wiring to do this. I could also do it right here, but also our seat is in the way. That's another issue, but we'll worry about that later. Our battery is going to be mounted on a bungee cord in the back of our roof rack here, and then our taillight is going to go right here in this hole here I found, and I think that is a really nice touch. So I'm going to go ahead and start getting the materials ready. So here's what we have. That's for basic materials. I'm not showing some wire housing just to keep this all secure, but we got our LED headlight, our floodlights that you normally see on trucks, and also that you can also see on Beta here. And there's 2 in here because, I mean, you originally mounted to the car, but I'm going to be only using 1, but we have an extra one in case if we screw up, or for the Drift Trike later on. This is our taillight we're going to be using. Again, the same taillight as on Beta, and of course some lead and ground wires. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay. So, the first thing I need to do is I need to mount this bracket right here, probably about right there, because that's where our lamp is going to go, and then I can also adjust it up and down. If I mount like this, it's fine, and I have more security on the bracket, but I can only adjust it side to side, and that's not what I want. I reckon it'll be fine if we just do it like this. So to go ahead and get started. And unfortunately, start sabotaging the frame. Here we go. I just realized I can't actually drill into this frame, because if I do, I lock the steering up. Oh, okay, so that's gonna be a problem. Alternatively, I can go right here, but that will look kind of silly. Also, what I can do is safely use a hose clamp. I think that might be the better tactic to go here. It fit? Oh, yes, it can. It's gonna have to fit really sharply, so I'll catch you in a minute here. So in reality, it doesn't look its prettiest, but I think it'll be fine. I mean, we have a little bit of slack sticking out here, so maybe we can cut that off or something, but it's attached. I mean, the only thing that could bend is just this part here, which it's supposed to do to mount our lamp. Alright, so let's keep going. I'm not gonna risk cutting such a tiny hole. I might have just ruined it a little. So, alright, well, let's just revert to a different plan. So guys, my original plan was, I mean, I already kind of painted and clear coated it up instantly, and probably shouldn't have, but you know what, it'll be fine. But you can probably tell how disappointed and upset I am, but I'll be okay. Anyway, but my original plan was to stick this inside the frame nice and flush, but the thing is, I have a 4.5 inch angle grinder there, so, and I don't think that was going to work out. I think what I'm just going to do, I'm just going to zip tie it next to this like that, and hopefully that will cover up most of the damage. And yeah, it won't look as pretty, but I think it'll be okay. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. You know what? I just did it anyway, and I mean, I got a little bit of cleaning up to do, and besides, I have to wire up some lights in here anyway. But if I find a way to press it in, I'm pretty sure it will just go in. Yeah, it's not perfect, but hey, it sort of works, right? I mean, we could just I don't know how I'm gonna get this in, but yeah, I think what I need to do is just kind of clean it up and maybe open it up just a little, and I think it should be able to go in just fine. Alright, I'm gonna take a break from working on this bike for a while. I mean, the last thing that I did was cut out another hole. This is where our wires are gonna go, because apparently I have a drill bits on me, and you know what, hate to do it, Hate to do it, but I think it'll be okay. You can fit at least 3 wires in there, which is what I need. I need a lead from the battery, and then a lead going out to the head and taillights, and a ground. I'll mount the taillight another time, and then also this sound pipe that I finally finished painting. I'll catch you guys another time and later in this video. Okay, so a little bit more time has passed since the last clip. We have finally gotten the taillight mounted. The nuts could be tightened a little more, but I kind of finger tightened them, but I don't think this is going to go anywhere. And if it does, well, we can always fix it. And our headlight is on. This is already starting to look really good. And for our sound pipe, I went ahead and started cementing all the stuff, most of the stuff together. From here on down is cemented, here on down is cemented. These are not cemented though, because I need to maybe, say if I need to disassemble this when I'm, you know, transporting or something, I need to be able to take these out. All I'm gonna do for this, this looks really cool, by the way. This is why I said don't panic or anything earlier. But I'm gonna put a screw here and a screw here, and do the same for the other sound pipe, and that'll be good. And then once I get this adjusted or tuned in my vocabulary, it's like I have to, what I mean by tuning, by the way, is I rotate this in and out towards the wheel to get the perfect sound that I want from the plastic water bottles. And when I'm satisfied, I will then put a screw in there and call it good. I probably should cement this fitting on those so it doesn't go anywhere. But yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm gonna go ahead and start wiring things up now. Okay, everything is wired. I just plugged everything in. I did not tested it yet, but here's the rundown. We have the battery going all the way up into the switch here, and this one to our left goes down here to this, and it connects up to our head and like our positive of the head and taillights. From there, the ground wire from the taillights and the headlights meet back up here in this cable, and also the ground from the switch meets up in this cable together, and then that connects back up to the battery, hopefully completing the series. Now, I haven't been electrocuted. Will it work? Yes. And yes. Oh yes, we have clearance. However, we don't have this lit up, but that, I think, that is okay. I mean, I think it'll be alright just not to have the switch wired up, but I'm happy now. Good. So, now all I'm going to do now is just get my cable housing and tidy this up, and unfortunately, this won't work. At least I don't think it will, because it just, these won't fit in here nicely and without drilling holes, and I don't want to do that. So, I hate to break this up, but that'll have to be our temporary solution for now. Alright, let's go ahead and tidy this up. It has been a long time since you saw the last clip. I had to go to work and I came back, and as you can see, it's already almost 9 o'clock, but we finally did it. So we got a lot done today. I'm pretty productive. I'm actually unfortunately gonna make this into a part 2 out of 3, and tomorrow we'll dedicate it to our wonderful sound pipe you saw earlier, and then so you can kind of get an idea for if you want to make one of yours too. Anyway, as I said earlier, I went ahead and tidied up all the cables into some flex tubing. It was a little bit of trial and error because sometimes the wires would disconnect, and then I had to kind of rework some things, and unfortunately I couldn't really do anything about this, so this is gonna unfortunately be there. But we got our switch mounted, and I decided to take this out since this doesn't illuminate, but in the end result, I flicked the lever, we got headlights, and we got a tail light. So thank you all for watching, everyone. This build has been great so far, and I appreciate all the support and everything, but always be sure to hit that like button and then subscribe if you're new. Hit that bell for notifications, and I'll see you in the next video.